you sure there wasn't a letter for me today, Mrs. Foss?
I told you there was none, Miss Petrie. None at all. Why were you in the dining room?
I came in the back way as usual. Who are those two men in there?
That is my business, Mr. Johnson.
Oh, yes. Yes, of course.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought my father had returned.
Oh, why don't you stop?
Hiya, gorgeous.
Oh, we're selling along.
Not me, Miss Evans. Had a swell trip, but I'm glad to get back to where I'm sure of seeing good-looking girls. How are you, June? Yes, sir, it's grand to get back to all you beautiful girls. Uh-oh. Oh, well, we can't all look good.
Your laugh, Mr. Danvers, splits more eardrums than a mule's hee-haw.
Oh, I'm sorry. From now on, I'll laugh up my sleeve.
And probably blow out an elbow.
Always giving me the needle. She puts me in stitches.
Dad, excuse me, please.
Hello, darling.
Well, what's your excuse? Here I pass up a heavy date to have dinner with my father, and he shows up 4 hours late.
Oh, I'm sorry, June, but I couldn't...
Thomas Harley?
Yes, why?
Let's go.
What do you want me for?
For robbing the Citizen State Bank and murdering a guard less than an hour ago.
No, you're lying. Dad.
Gentlemen, I can prove that you're wrong.
Of course.
I don't see how with your fingerprints in the bank vault and beside the murdered man.
They can't be my fingerprints. For the last 4 hours, I've been locked up in the Cary Theatrical Warehouse.
Locked up? How?
I don't know. I got in all right, but there's nobody there. I started out, but the only door was locked.
For 4 hours? You could have telephoned.
I tried to use the telephone, but it was out of order. I can prove what I say. Read this.
It's no good, Harley.
Get Dave Wyatt. He can prove my innocence.
We can't get Wyatt. He's been dead 8 years.
Wyatt dead?
Yeah. When did you know him? When you were both convicts in state prison 20 years ago?
Dad. Tell them you were never in prison.
It's true, June. But don't worry. It's all a mistake, as these men will soon learn. I'll be back quickly.
Glad you dropped in, Charlie. But you never stay long enough.
Only come to say goodbye. Government work keep me hopping like dissatisfied flea from dog to dog. Even now, automobile and assistance outside, loaded for trip to distant city. Automobile loaded, not assistance.
Tony, Dad's final appeal has been denied. Why didn't you tell me? Why did you let me learn it from the newspapers?
June, dear, I phoned you several times. You were out.
Well, we've got to keep trying.
June, I know the strain you're under, but breaking down won't help.
Dad has only 9 days to live. You know that he's innocent.
I've always believed that. Or as public defender, I'd never have carried the case so far.
If Dad dies, the law will have killed an innocent man.
The law convicts only on evidence of guilt. June, this is an old friend of mine, Charlie Chan. Miss Harley.
Miss Harley? Oh, I followed Thomas Harley case all through trial.
What did you think of the case against Mr. Harley?
Case seemed quite perfect. Almost too perfect.
Dad is innocent, no matter what anyone
June,
says.
dear.
We have only a few days left. We've got to do something. Where can I get a good private detective?
Well, that idea is useless.
Tony, if you won't give me the name of a detective, I'll find one myself.
But June, we haven't a chance. My entire staff tracked down every bit of evidence that might help. It was no use. I'm sorrier than you'll ever know to have to say it, but there's nothing we can do.
One thing can be done.
What's that, Charlie?
Give young lady name of detective.
Who would you suggest?
Young fellow whom Mr. Morgan recommend. Call on detective tonight.
Charlie, what can one man do against the entire legal force of the state?
Ancient proverbs say, one small wind can raise much dust. Excuse, please.
What name did he give you? Whoever the man is, he hasn't the ghost of a chance.
Then I admire him for trying to do the impossible.
all packed, Mr. Chan. Tighter than toothpaste in the tube.
We worked 4 long hours at it, Pop.
Excellent, excellent. It is finest job of packing you have ever done.
Thanks, Pop.
Thank you.
Car okay?
Oh, yes, all oil and grease.
Yes, and the tank's full of gas.
Good. Now we will go back to hotel
What for?
to unpack baggage. I will sit in car while you two enjoy nervous breakdown.
Oh. Now, ain't that something? After we packed the bags, better than we ever packed them before. Now, that's what your pop said.
Yep. Then we had to unpack everything. It took us 4 hours of hard work.
Yeah. You know what told me? I got a headache.
A headache?
Mm-hmm. I don't know where I got it, but I got one.
Always sitting. Wish you would wear out brains instead of seat of pants.
Pop, we have been thinking.
Most impossible.
Oh, yes, sir, Mr. Chan. We've been thinking.
And now you have a headache.
Hey, how did he know that? Now, in a case like this, what would confusion say?
It's not confusion. It's Confucius.
Every time you open your mouth, it's confusion to me. Hey, you hear that one brain knocking? That's you.
That's the door.
Uh-oh, that's me.
Mr. Chan,
Right over that way, ma'am.
thank you.
Good evening, Miss Harley.
Mr. Chan, I don't know how to thank you.
I feel the same way, Mr. Chan.
Please, you must not mention thanks until I have done something useful. Mr.
Oh, this is Hugh Kenzie, Mr. Chan. I phoned him at the prison immediately after you took the case.
I'm a sergeant guard at the state prison. I drove to town as soon as possible to congratulate June on obtaining your services.
I wanted Hugh to tell Dad.
Mr. Harley feels that he has a chance with you on his side.
I'm detective, not magician. You must not expect too much on short notice.
But we have only 9 days.
Honorable grandmother always say, do not think of future. It come too soon. Police report on Harley case show very little upon which to work.
You mean there's nothing you can do?
Merely mean we must look somewhere else.
But where?
Place where you live.
Why look there?
Mr. Harley taken from there. He is like tooth which has been pulled. Tooth is missing, but gap remain. From gap, we may deduce why tooth is gone. We go now to Foss Hotel. Sitting assistants. You will please get bag containing exhibits and follow me.
Okay, Pop. Boy, a murder case. Come on, let's hurry.
Hurry? Why do you always have to hurry to a murder? Why can't you just ooze on down to one? I ain't never seen nobody. Every time they start, they got to hurry to a murder.
I've told you that's all I know.
Very sorry, but urgency of case require I ask few more questions.
Being a detective is an ugly trade.
Ugliest trade sometimes have moment of joy. Even gravedigger knows some people for whom he would do his work with extreme pleasure.
I'm sorry I said that. It just slipped out.
Many such slip might solve mystery. Please continue.
That's all I have to say.
That's what women always say, yet go right on talking. You are a social worker?
Yes?
You sometimes take in lodger who is ex-convict, hoping to rehabilitate same?
Often. What's wrong with that?
Nothing. Very fine civic duty. Mr. Harley lived in this house for 15 years. So you must have known he was ex-convict when he first entered this house.
I did. I tried to help him.
You tried to help him by informing police he is ex-convict.
He betrayed my trust in him by committing robbery and murder after he said he meant to go straight.
15 years after. What about note which Mr. Harley received asking him to go to Cary Theatrical Warehouse? Same was written on your typewriter, Mrs. Foss.
It was, but Tom Harley borrowed my typewriter 2 days before the bank robbery.
Even so, you could have written note before crime occurred.
So could anyone else in this house.
Thank you so much. Mr. Kenzie, you will please ask all others to come inside. You have no other ex-convict living in this hotel?
No, I have not.
You work for a social foundation, Miss Patry?
Afternoons as a typist.
Strange note received by Mr. Harley asking him to come to Cary Theatrical Warehouse. was written by someone who was excellent typist.
Oh, go on, leave her alone, mister. She uses a seek and sock system. I've seen her practicing.
On Mrs. Foss's typewriter? You make much money as typist? No? Yet you wear most expensive clothes.
Most of my clothes are given to me by people at the foundation.
Mr. Johnson, you are a public accountant.
Yes.
You have own business?
Yes, I do all the bookkeeping for several small business firms.
One of your business firms is Carey Theatrical Warehouse?
But the police knew that. They proved that when Harley was in the Carey place, I was across the city working for another client.
Now, Mr. Danvers, you were in both cities of Lamont and Rawdon shortly before banks were robbed there.
You had me worried for a minute, but you're right. I was in both cities, often.
You also visit banks which were robbed, including Citizens State Bank here.
I visit banks all over the state on business. The police got those for me during the Harley trial.
You sell tear gas bombs and burglar alarm equipment to banks.
Yes, sir. It's my job to protect banks.
With your knowledge of banks, could you not be of very great assistance to someone wishing to rob same?
Now, wait a minute. If you're trying to accuse me...
Merely suggest what you could do, if dishonest. Speaking of clothes, Miss Evans.
Listen, I buy my own clothes. Nobody gives me anything. Of course, if somebody was to offer me a mink coat, I wouldn't refuse it.
During a investigation of Carey Warehouse, dress with your name on it was found there.
Huh? A dress of mine?
Very small dress, consisting of few feathers.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Oh, mister, you should have seen me in that outfit. But I had nothing to do with Harley. I wore that costume in Frivolous Follies. But the show finally flopped. Carey's must have bought the props, scenery, and all the costumes for junk.
But your show plays cities of Lamont and Rawdon at same time banks were robbed there, in identical manner, which Citizens State Bank robbed here.
Listen, are you trying to pin something on me?
No, merely at moment trying to figure how you pin upon yourself such very few feathers.
Oh, very cute.
That will be sufficient for present. All may go now.
Did you learn anything that will help, Mr. Chan?
No, tomorrow we'll visit prison and interview your father.
Tell him not to worry, and tell him we're doing everything possible.
I said all may go, which include you, Miss Evans.
I heard you the first time.
Are you going to leave now, Mr. Chan?
Invitation to depart also include you, Mrs. Foss.
This is my house, and I'll do as I like.
Mr. Chan, if I can be of any help, I'll get a leave of absence from my job and come down
No,
here.
Hugh, you can't afford to do that.
Miss Harley is right. You return to job. I send for you when I need you.
Mr. Chan, I'm scared. We only have 9
Take
days.
it easy, dear, please.
Excellent advice. Remember old saying, earthquake may shatter the rock, but sand upon which rock stood, still right there in same old place. You relax and you survive great ordeal.
Mr. Chan, is this the shortest way to prison?
No, shortest way is to commit crime.
We'll have to try that sometime. What am I saying?
You surprise yourself, huh? Usually you surprise me.
Did you see that bee come through here with that jet job motor?
Someone's shooting at us, Pop. Where's Birmingham? The car's going by itself.
No, it ain't. I was steering by remote control.
Do you know who was shooting at us, Pop?
Only persons know we come this way are people living at Foss Hotel.
This is gonna be very, very dangerous.
glad to see you, Charlie. I think, as old friend Warden Cameron, you think what?
You're throwing away your reputation. I mean it. You haven't a chance in breaking this case.
But if I fail, Mr. Harley will die. What is my reputation compared to man's life?
Oh, I know how you feel, but I still think you're being foolish.
Then why someone shoot at me on way here? Huh? Because they think I'm on right track. Perhaps I am not so foolish.
Oh, this is Guard Kenzie, Mr. Chan.
Oh, I've already met Mr. Kenzie.
Mr. Harley's anxious to see you, sir.
Okay.
He should get resigned to the fact that he hasn't got a chance.
Still sitting. Sit again. Remain where you are.
Oh, Warden. Mr. Barker wanted the print files on that new batch that just came in, sir.
Oh, yes, in my office. Go right ahead, Kenzie.
One moment. I have seen you before?
I don't know, but I've seen you. You're Charlie Chan.
And you are?
Number 8251.
He's Jimmy Slade, a forger. He's a trustee in the fingerprint file room now.
Did you see that man give Pop the eye?
You mean the tough guy?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the convict?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Well, Birmingham Brown.
Well, look at old Benjamin. What you say, boy?
Not much, man. It's sure good to see a new face around here.
Yeah, but this face ain't staying.
Neither is mine.
Mr. Chan to see you, Mr. Harley.
I've been waiting to see you, Mr. Chan.
Sorry to see you here, Mr. Harley, but great pleasure to meet you anywhere.
I don't know what I'm going to say.
Please, sit down.
Yeah.
Birmingham, you're always late, even coming to see me. Don't you ever do anything on time?
Sure, I bought a car once.
How?
On time. You know what made me late, Benjamin?
What?
I had to take my girl over to...
No beauty shop can help her.
No.
Why, no. Why, she got a face that'll...
Not that bad. The lady at the beauty parlor said that she was going
They can't recap them wrinkles.
No?
No. Now, what they should do is...
They did. And while we was over there, do you know what...
I know. Now, look, is that the same gal?
No, she don't weigh that much now.
No?
No, all she weighs now is,
That's still too heavy. Why don't you get her to go on the same diet my gal used? Get her to take 2
Oh, they don't make that stuff anymore.
No?
No, now, what I want to give her is
That'll give her hay fever.
Yeah?
Why, sure. Listen, in that case, why don't you take her over
I did. And you know who I saw over there?
Who?
I saw old,
Is he still out there?
Yeah.
I thought he was...
He was, but he got out.
Is that so?
Yeah. He's staying over with Mr...
Is that so?
Mm-hmm.
They must be charging
No,
him.
not that much.
No?
No, all he's paying is...
That's a fair price.
Yeah. But look at here. I got to go now. I'll be over to see you.
I'll be working then.
Oh, well, I'll be seeing you.
I'll be looking for you now.
Okay,
sure, look me up now.
I'll do that.
Yeah, okay.
Who is that man?
Oh, he's a fellow used to hang around my house. That's my brother, Ben.
Oh, you're...
Your wife died while you were in prison 20 years ago?
When June was born. I never told June because I meant to go straight. And I have, Mr. Chan.
But your fingerprints found in bank vault.
Yes, I know. I saw the photographs in court. They were my prints, but I was never in that bank in my life. You don't believe me? Well, I'm beginning to think that maybe I did commit the crimes they sentenced me for.
Never believe nightmare, no matter how real it may seem. When you here 20 years ago, was Warden Cameron here also?
Yes, he was.
Ready to go, Mr. Chan?
Yes, please.
Don't you worry, Mr. Harley.
Mr. Chan, do you think there's any hope?
There is possibility you may suffer for someone else's crime.
But if someone else committed the crime, then...
Mr. Chan, what are you going to do?
At moment, I'm like man trying to set clock by guess. And as time does not stand still, perhaps better not stand still myself.
Are you sure you know what you're talking about? When he says, now let's turn to one corner, and you says another. I wonder where this parade is going.
I don't know. Let's follow it and see.
No, we better not.
Hey, Punchy, you know what I heard through the grapevine? Don't be always interrupting me, Punchy. Charlie Chan is here. You know what I'm going to do when I see that Chan?
Did you hear what the man said about Pop?
I ain't deaf.
I think we better follow them.
What did you say just a while ago when I said let's follow?
Come on.
No, that ain't what you said.
Right this way, man.
went in here. Come on.
Hey, you don't want to go in there, do you?
Look, you heard what they said about Pop. We gotta find out what they're up to.
Okay, okay.
There they are. See him?
Yeah.
The men we were following are hiding behind these bales.
Maybe we better hide to keep them from following us.
We'll sneak up on them.
There you go, wheels, sneak up again.
Punchy, how many times do I gotta tell you that ain't the way to do it? You slash once when you want to finish something. Now, do you want to know how to do it? Don't interrupt. You take the stabber like this. Once the job is done, and it's neat. Do you hear me, Punchy? That's the way you do it. One slash.
They are planning a murder. We gotta find out who he's gonna kill.
We gonna find out. You gonna find out. Wait a minute. Good gracious, they got a knife out.
They're still coming. They're right behind us.
Yeah, they're in that crowd. We can't see them. Let's go. I never seen good gracious. The gang is from all sides. Hey, look, here they come now.
Do you see them?
Yeah.
No, let's go this way. Down the hall.
Come on, let's go. Oh, this is the wrong place. Let's get out of here. Here they come again. Good gracious.
Boiglers! You better count your money. Don't be always interrupting, Punchy. Count it. Come on, you guys. Come on. Are you two guys following me?
No, sir. We got here first, but you can have it.
Listen, mister, it's all a mistake.
What do you mean, a mistake?
I'm not
Hey,
kidding.
look at here, Tommy. This door's locked. Hey, how can we get out of here?
Hey, fellas, there's a visitor here and he wants to know how we can get out.
Oh, this ain't that funny. Mr. Chan.
Hey, Bob.
Mr. Chan.
Let him have one of your
Good
keys.
gracious.
Then you're not quitting the case.
No. After talk with Mr. Harley, I'm convinced the man is innocent.
But Charlie, the law doesn't frame men.
Accidents can happen if planned that way.
But Harley's fingerprints were found in the bank.
My theory is fingerprints were forged and placed at scene of crime.
Oh, no, Charlie. That's impossible.
Nothing is impossible. Forgery is only solution. Must find out how same is done before too late for Mr. Harley.
Pardon me, Charlie. Karen, what's up?
Riot.
Well, what started the rioting?
Just a reception to some strangers who got in the wrong cell.
What strangers?
Bob! Bob!
Oh, which way? Which way?
Cell block 4.
Mr. Chan! Oh, we can't get up here. Mr. Chan!
Right this way, Warden. He wants to get out.
Okay, Darcy.
Bob, I'm sure glad to see you.
Who's that, Mr. Chan?
Yep.
So even in prison, you caused trouble.
But it wasn't our fault, Pop.
Mr. Chan, we followed the wrong parade.
First time I hear cuckoos outside of clock.
But, Pop, we heard them talking about you.
Charlie, I heard you was here. When I saw you, I wanted to shake your hand.
Mr. Foggy, why, very great pleasure to see you again.
Thanks.
I trust you are enjoying vacation.
Oh, sure. He put me in here. It took one of the greatest detectives in the world to do it. Oh, Mr. Chan, I want you to meet me pal Punchy.
Mr. Chan, this is undoubtedly the most supreme moment of my entire life. I stand here
Hey,
humbly...
Punchy, you say...
Don't interrupt. Thank you, Mr. Chan.
What are we going to do now, Pop?
You will get out of here before they put you in garments suitable to your personality.
What kind of garments is that?
Straight jackets.
That did it.
Punchy, you've been going in for a literature.
Your Mr. Thompson in this department has been most kind and helpful.
Well, I'm glad, Charlie. We're proud of our staff.
Hello. How you come with the experiment so far, Mr. Thompson?
No luck yet, Mr. Chan.
I was afraid it couldn't be done.
Well, the forging of fingerprints has been tried before, but it's never worked. However, Mr. Chan's theory of how it might be done has possibilities. I cut some rough ridges and whirls in these rubber pads, but... Same thing, no distinguishable fingerprints.
No oil.
That's right, sir.
What do you mean, oil?
There is always natural oil in hands.
And that oil is what causes a fingerprint to remain after the hand touches the surface. I tried using regular fingerprint ink, but the lack of oil caused a blurring of the ink.
No one would take that for a fingerprint.
Perhaps if we obtain oil more like natural oil.
Well, I tried using a thin mixture of olive oil, but the oil ran and smeared, and the result was no fingerprints.
Looks like we're up against a stone wall, Charlie.
I don't promise anything, but I'm going to keep on trying.
No man can do more. I have more work to do yet in your department.
Afraid it's no use, Charlie, but what do you want done?
Please have police quietly check back 10 to 15 years on all persons now living at Foss Hotel.
Okay, but why?
Skeletons in closets always speak loudest to police.
I've been thinking, Tommy, you are wrong.
You mean you are? You don't even know what a lawsuit is.
Sure I do. It's something that the police wear.
Are you kidding?
But Tommy.
This is the last one, Pop.
No more.
Today's the 14th, and Harley's scheduled to die the 17th.
What can you do reading all this stuff, Pop?
Police reports show 3 banks robbed in past 2 years.
Do you think Harley robbed all 3 of them, Pop?
Son Tommy is noisy woodpecker on family tree.
Woodpecker. I got to remember that.
Rawdon Bank robbed, and man named Stanley Gray convicted. Lamont Bank robbed, man named Stephen Briggs imprisoned.
Harley was set up for the bank job in this city.
And all 3 banks robbed in identical manner.
And no money was ever recovered.
Also curious coincidence is, each man arrested in each case swear he leave no fingerprints in bank because he never there.
Do you think Harley was in with a gang, Pop?
Oh, he finished school, now he try to finish me.
But, Pop...
Mucho. Also in each case, each man have former prison record.
Yes, Harley had been in state prison.
Gray and Briggs, also former convicts there. It is only prison where all 3 men serve time.
Want a good suggestion, Pop?
Yes, but let me make suggestion first. Keep quiet.
Oh, sure, Pop. But if I do, I won't be able to give you my suggestion.
That is idea.
Very good idea.
I believe there is some connection between bank robberies, fingerprints, and the state's prison.
What about your idea of forging fingerprints?
Oh, for time I nurse theory. Very excellent theory, but now instead of nurse, I fear theory need undertaker.
Hello. It's for you, Charlie.
Charlie Chan speaking.
We have that information you asked for. Do you wish to take it now?
Yes, go ahead.
Miss Petrie is actually the wife of Jimmy Slade, a convict trustee employed in the Fingerprint Bureau at the state prison. She has been visiting him there every month.
Thank you, thank you. Instead of undertaker, doctor arrived, and theory now very healthy again. I see. Another thing, Miss Petrie, why you lie about clothes?
I didn't. They were given to me.
I learned different. Where you obtain money to buy fine garments?
I've done nothing wrong.
Please, where you get money?
Just because my husband's in prison, I'm not going to say another word.
You will talk at police headquarters. Get your hat and coat. Miss Harley, you go with her.
You think she's mixed up in this?
We soon find out. Mrs. Foss, why you lie when I ask you if any other convict live in this house?
I didn't. Miss Petrie's never been in prison. You didn't ask me about her husband.
When young lady bear title Miss, she usually have no husband to be mentioned.
Well, I've seen Miss Petrie off, and she's timid and shy. That's June. What happened?
Someone choked me.
Miss Petrie?
I don't know. I don't know who it was. It was someone in that room.
Clothing undisturbed. there?
Nothing, Pop. Just some old telephone numbers.
Name of Carey Theatrical Warehouse appear often in this case.
Find anything, Mr. Chan?
Mr. Kenzie, you will ask police to locate Miss Petrie. I will try warehouse.
Must be a woman driver, Pop.
Woman too sweet and gentle for that. No license plates. Perhaps Miss Petrie arrived already. Take a look around, quietly.
Now, Birmingham. Well, didn't you hear what Pop said?
Sure, your pop said, look around quietly. And that's just what I'm gonna do, look around quietly, right here in the light. See, there ain't no harm to that. Always wanna go in the dark. See, I'm gonna look right around here in the light. See that? Ain't nothing to that. Tommy, see? Go ahead. Go in the dark and get lost. I don't care, I'm gonna stay out here in the light. Always running around. That ain't real. Oh, boy. Oh, boy, that ain't real. But if anything happens, I want you to stay with me. Be dependable. Hey, Tommy. Tommy! Tommy! Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Don't get excited now. He ain't real. He was real. Don't get excited now. He's in a trance, not us. Just stay with me and I'll let you when to go. Never heard us. Oh, boy. Now, you don't have to worry now. Everything's all right. Just stay with me. I never see. They ought to have a cage or something for them lions around here. This house shorting is terrible. I ain't never... Whoa. A Gila monster. This place is getting crowded. Brother, will you just move over just a little bit? Just over that little bit. Thank you. That's plenty. Uh-oh. I've never seen nothing like this before in my life. Tommy, give me my hat. Tommy, is that you got my hat? Tommy, please say yes, you got my hat. It ain't no kidding either. Well, all of this warehouse you ain't seen, get together, cause I'm gonna show it to you. Yeah, now let them come. I got them now where they can't get me. Now ain't this all right? Wish I could have found this place a long time ago. What is this? Good evening. Well, ain't this nice? Looks all right. Good gracious. Tommy. Tommy. Mr. Doorman. Mr. Doorman. You better open that door. If you don't, you're going to lose it. Good gracious. Oh, my goodness. Go in. Good gracious. Mr. Chad. Good gracious. Oh. Good gracious of me. Oh. Tommy! Tommy! Mr. Chan! Tommy! Good gracious, Mr. Tommy!
Be quiet. Here I am.
Oh, Tommy! How did it happen?
How did what happen?
You ain't got no clothes on, don't you know you catch cold?
Birmingham.
Good gracious. Tommy, don't do that without you said something. Hey, is this you or is this you? Who is you?
This is me. Be quiet.
Oh, that's you? I just can't help it, Tommy. I'm all upset. Good gracious, I'm nervous. I just got to sit down. I'm telling you, I'm just... Ow! Good, a snake. Mr. Chan! Mr. Chan!
Please, please. Didn't I tell you to look around quietly? I mean quietly. Go watch door.
Yes, sir. That's the best thing I heard you say.
Mr. Johnson. Mr. Johnson.
Hey, Pop. Hey, Pop. Oh, here you are, Pop.
I didn't hear you come in.
Strange you not hear us. My assistant make very much noise.
Sorry, I didn't hear what you said. I have sinus trouble. At times, like tonight, it affects my hearing, makes me slightly deaf.
You not hear assistants make noise in warehouse?
No, I didn't. I couldn't.
I'm very sorry for you. I say I'm very sorry for your affliction.
Oh, thank you. If you'll excuse me, I have a bit of work to finish.
Your deafness too convenient, Mr. Johnson.
Good idea, huh, Pop?
Yes. Yeah, your idea, my dollar. Give. Miss Petrie arrived here yet?
Miss Petrie? I know she's never been here.
Well, we expect her very soon.
Mr. Chan, come quick. Mr. Chan! Mr. Chan, come here quick. That truck just went around and here it comes back again.
Miss Petrie!
Hey, look out!
Miss Petrie is dead. Call the police.
Yes, sir. Here's her purse, Pop.
No. Wish only police to examine lady's purse.
No, Mr. Chan, she didn't have her purse when she left. Well, no one went by me into her room. No, I won't say anything. Goodbye.
I was right. Miss Petrie not have purse when she leave hotel.
You mean she was murdered?
By same truck which earlier tried to run down myself and assistants.
But, Charlie, why was the purse left at the scene?
To leave fingerprints and provide police with convenient murderer.
Mr. Chan?
Yes.
I thought I recognized these prints. They were in my files. They belong to Lewis Mack, ex-convict.
Lewis Mack, convict? Where?
He served 2 sentences at state prison.
I'll have the police send out a call on him.
No, not necessary. Instead, I myself will go to state's prison early tomorrow morning.
What for?
To prove someone there is helping to forge prints which convict innocent men. I will telephone you.
Here are the cards you wanted from the fingerprint files, Mr. Chan.
Four of them?
Yes, the cards of Stanley Gray, Steve Briggs, Thomas Hawley, and Lewis Mack.
Was not expecting card on Lewis Mack today.
Well, why not? I got the cards on Gray and Briggs from the dead file, and day after tomorrow, Hawley's card goes into that file.
Believe Mr. Harley will live longer than you think.
You got something, Charlie?
Bad men leave marks wherever they go. You will please have all of these cards examined for fingerprints other than those photographed here.
Oh, there won't be anybody but mine, and maybe a couple of the trustee, Jimmy Slade.
And mine, perhaps.
Can examine cards quickly?
Right away.
But, Charlie, this business of forging fingerprints can't be done.
Believe same has already been done through use of these cards to wrongly convict 3 innocent men. Briggs, Gray, and Harley.
Gray went out of his head. He died in the psycho ward here.
And Briggs was in bad health when he was sentenced. 2 months here finished him.
I learned both men die protesting innocence. They swear fingerprints found in banks at Lamont and Rawdon not placed there by themselves. And now Mr. Harley
But
say...
Charlie, our prison cards couldn't be used to frame these men.
We'll see soon as Mr. Barker finish his examination.
Okay. This looks okay, huh? Let's sit down.
Yeah, let's stay right here and keep out of trouble and wait for Mr. Chan.
Well, Birmingham Brown.
Oh, no. Not again.
Well, look at old Biz. Hi, boy.
Fine, how are you?
I'm sure glad to see you.
Yeah?
Yeah, look at you. Is you still in?
Is you still out?
Oh, sure.
So while you were out, did you run into...
Oh, yeah, I went over and I saw him.
Mm.
You see, nobody introduced us, so I walked up to him and
That's
I said...
the wrong approach.
Yeah?
Sure. Why didn't you ask
I
him that?
did, and we killed it.
No.
So I tried to borrow his,
I thought the finance company got that.
Oh, they did, but he got another one.
Oh, I see.
Mm-hmm.
Say, is he still going...
No, I'm keeping company with her.
No.
Yeah.
I thought all the time you...
Oh, she's married.
No.
Yeah, she married a fella by the name of...
He's a nice fella.
Oh, he is?
Yes. Wait a minute.
Hmm?
Let me tell you something.
What's that?
You know what I heard?
What?
I heard...
Not until Christmas.
No.
No, I never did believe that,
I don't believe anything he says either.
No.
In fact, I don't believe that he...
Who?
He?
He? Who's he?
Whatchamacallit?
Oh, him.
Sure.
Oh, I didn't know you was talking about.
No?
No, I never did know him.
I don't know him myself. We've been strangers for years.
Yeah. You know what, Benjamin?
What?
That's why I like to talk to you.
Yeah.
Because me and you seem to agree with each other.
We sure do, don't we?
Yeah.
You sure you're right, Barker?
Absolutely. Our file cards have been tampered with. This one has been wiped clean. And this one...
That's Louis Mack's card.
Yes, sir. And on it are a thumb and index print made by someone not in this prison.
Preserve this card. It is proof that someone tried to falsely accuse Louis Mack of Miss Petrie murder.
When Kenzie gets back here with Slade, I'll get to the bottom of this. If I have to make...
Warden, the guards can't locate Slade.
He must know why we want him.
Well, I'll find him. I'll call a general lockup. Gavin.
Uh-oh. Gotta go. Can't be late in this school.
No. Well, so long, Ben.
Be good.
Sure a lot of bells.
Yeah, I wonder what they're celebrating.
I don't know.
Maybe it's another one in parade.
This is one we're gonna stay out of.
That's the best thing that I heard you say yet.
Look, let's play John Ken Paul.
Chuck and Paul?
Yeah, he's out.
Yeah, he's out?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he's out. Yeah, he's out. I got you that time. Yeah, he's out. Oh, yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
He's out.
A lot of sirens.
Yeah, but we're gonna stay right here.
Slade missing?
Yes, sir. We're checking to see if any of the others are.
Warden, the guards have located Slade. He's heading for the baling shed.
Come on.
Hey, the siren stopped.
Yeah.
We better go and find Pop,
Yeah,
huh?
let's do that.
Let's find Pop. Come on.
Watch out, Warden. He's up on the bale.
Hold your fire, boys. Slade, you better give up. You haven't got a chance.
Yeah? Come and get me.
He's hit.
He still may be able to talk.
You're not gonna make me take the rap for all this.
Slade is dead.
Just as well for him.
Gun barrel plugged. Gun explode. He killed self.
Hiya, Bob. Did something happen? A dead man. Guess something did happen.
Yeah, we better go before something happened to us.
It is too bad. Mr. Slade was only one who could tell us how prison cards used in fingerprint forgeries.
But if there was something wrong...
State's attorney demand absolute proof. At present, I have no proof at all.
You mean there's nothing more you can do?
Only convincing proof now would be real murderer.
What do you want now?
Your fingerprints, please.
Why?
I'm looking for murderer.
Well, that lets me out.
One moment, Miss Evans. I desire your fingerprints also.
Look, mister, I never let policemen hold my hand. Have you got a warrant?
No, but,
Are you going to book me for something?
no.
Okay, then I'm standing on my rights and not giving you my prints.
Excuse, please.
So you work for the government. Who doesn't these days? You should see my withholding tax. Okay, Toots, when you get a warrant, give me a buzz. Ta-ta.
Miss Evans too smart for her own good. I have her fingerprints now, here. I desire fingerprints of everyone else in this house.
Everyone else is out.
No matter. This gentleman is expert at finding fingerprints in rooms. We go upstairs, please. You two not afraid?
Afraid of what, Pop?
That you sit down so often you get concussion of brain.
Pop, I got a swell idea.
Good. Save it for old age.
Look, say one for me, too.
Any luck?
Not yet, sir.
Has anything been heard from Foss Hotel yet?
Nothing. The prints on Louis Mack's prison card were those of Johnson, but he hasn't shown up at the hotel yet.
Excuse, please. Hello.
Oh, Mr. Chan. No, Mr. Johnson hasn't come back yet. Why, Mrs. Foss said Danvers went away on one of his regular trips. But I'm worried it's getting...
Please, please, you must not worry. Everything now in lap of God's. Very soon I give very hearty shove. Perhaps clue fall off of laps.
Your idea is partly right, Mr. Chan. As you suggested, I photographed and engraved a set of fingerprints on these pads. Those are genuine fingerprints.
But when pressed against an object, they still leave no print mark.
That's right.
A lack of oil, huh?
I tried using vegetable oil and mineral oil, and if this test doesn't work, I'm afraid the experiment has failed, sir.
No experiment is failure until last experiment is success.
Now, this is a combination of animal oil. Now, if the print remains after the powder is blown off, now those are forged fingerprints. But any expert not knowing what we did would swear that they were the real thing.
And we can clear Harley.
No, no. We make successful experiment. But this is no proof that Mr. Harley was convicted through forgery.
But, Pop, if the detective at the Foss Hotel arrests Johnson...
I fear Mr. Johnson gone by this time. This engraving and photography on rubber, you do all of that here?
No, sir. I used an engraving plant. I had to have cameras, engraving tools, and several vats for the acid.
Such things could not be hidden in small space.
No, sir. They'd have to be stored in a pretty large place.
Large place, large... You remain here and try contact Governor of State. If detectives at Foss Hotel arrest Mr. Johnson, telephone me to Cary Warehouse.
Cary's? What are you going out there for?
To try and prove Mr. Harley's fingerprints forged exactly as we do tonight. Thanks to Mr. Thompson. Very fine job.
You know, Pop, believe it or not, that's the same idea I had.
Tommy, now I've heard everything.
That's the truck that almost ran over us.
Shrewd observation. This is truck which killed Miss Petrie. Look inside.
4 big cameras.
Hey, what is them tubs doing in there?
That is paraphernalia used in forging fingerprints. You two remain here on watch. If I call, come quickly.
Yes,
You know, I think Pop's got some. There must be some clues around here. Let us do some investigating on our own. Come on.
Let us you go and let us me stay here. I'm gonna wait right here. You always talking about let us do some investigating. Second thought, I think I'll follow Mr. Chan. It's safer.
Birmingham, it's me. I wonder where Pop is. Hey, Pop! Hey, Pop!
No, I know you ain't real. Couldn't be real. Oh, boy. Not now. But when I ask you to make your departure, do not leave me here.
Birmingham!
Now, this is exactly what I need, a removable foxhole. It's real. Now's the time. Oh, my goodness. It can't be. I know it ain't true. Don't nobody believe it. I don't believe it. Boss, you told me.
I see where the bullets are coming from.
Yeah, but I don't want to look no bullets in the eye.
Look, in the truck. I got an idea. Come.
Good idea. Good idea, Tommy. That's right, Tommy. Back it out. Right straight through that door.
Want to run down that killer?
That's what we do. What? Get him, Tommy. Don't miss him, Tommy. What am I saying? Good gracious for me.
You are a traveling salesman. This time, no sale. Assistants do very fine job.
Thanks, Pop.
Yeah, you put murderer right in my hands.
I guess we're pretty good, huh?
Yeah. But how do we do it?
Hello. Charlie, where have you been? Yes, I'll send the police right over. But we've only a couple of hours. What about Harley?
Yes, Mr. Morgan, please telephone Warden. I have complete evidence to exonerate Mr. Harley. When police arrive, we'll drive to prison, pick you up on way. Okay. Fast-talking salesmen, unusually quiet.
I'll talk plenty.
You killed Mr. Johnson to prevent him from talking. This way, please. So that is why I slightly detained last night.
Mr. Hawley, you'll be out of here the moment the state's attorney's papers arrive.
Oh, Dad.
Everything's all right, June. Your dad's free?
Oh, you were wonderful to us, Hugh.
Well, it's over. I'm glad you settled it, Charlie.
Oh, case not settled yet.
Why, wasn't Danvers the guilty man?
Convict Slade is one who steals fingerprint cards from prison files.
And he sent them to Johnson, who photographed and engraved them on rubber.
And Danvers cased each bank before the robberies.
But all work for third man who is missing, man responsible for most of crimes. How was Slade able to get fingerprint cards out of prison and back again so easily? Good question, Warden.
It is. You got any more?
Yes. Who gives Slade gun? Who fix gun so it explode when fired and murder Slade? Man who do all these things is third missing man. Must be someone inside prison. Correct, Warden?
You may be right.
Many contemptible persons in prison. But worst of all is you, Mr. Kenzie.
You're accusing me?
My suspicions confirmed after talk with Mr. Danvers.
We got you covered.
Thank you, Charlie.
Excellent, excellent. You will put weapons back in pockets.
I guess we are good, huh?
I know how we did it that time.
Charlie, I at least thought Kinsey loved June.
Oh, he egomaniac. He think only of self. He want money, so he steal it. He try to get rid of you because you oppose daughter's marriage to him.
How did you find that out?
I talked with chorus girl, Miss Evans.
Well, Charlie, next time you're in town, drop in and see us.
See us? Oh. Oh.
We sure fooled him, didn't we?
Yeah, your pop sure got a great sense of humor.
You should know that by now.
Yeah.
Well, Birmingham Brown.
Oh, no, this is too much.
Well, hello there, Benjamin.
Hello, Birmingham. Yeah, I just been figuring. Do you know you owe...
I don't owe you nothing. All I owe you is...
Oh, no. You forgetting the time that
No, I ain't. Do you know I had to spin around...
You ain't ever spent that much in your life. Look, my uncle wrote and told me
that... No, Birmingham not do that. He go see landlady and she tell him...
She lied. I don't know her a cent. Listen, Mr. Chan, did you know her...
Yeah, I met him last time, you know.
That's right, Mr. Chan. That's the time that I took it over to...
Took what over to where?
Oh, the check to the tailor.
Oh, that's what happened to that suit I never got to wear.
Yeah, Birmingham go out in rain. Suit shrink. Tailor refuse same, so Birmingham must pay for suit.
Well, where's the suit now?
It's still shrinking. My little nephew got on his teddy bear.
You know, that's why I like meet you boys. We understand each other so well.
Y'all know that one, Mr. Chan. Oh, Mr. Chan, he killed me.
Pop, I don't get it. I never get that kind of a talk. How do you do it?
You are familiar with pidgin English?
Oh, sure.
Same difference.